Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is a rough day in these parts. This is our group therapy session. Welcome to the Strompcast group therapy. I am joined by the main man, Chris Oliveira. Chris, how you doing today?
Well, I've been better. Some interesting and shitty results over the weekend. The modalidades were looking pretty good, feeling good about that. The Braga game was a punch in the gut. Got a lifeline, but today, disaster. Absolute disaster. Begging for just, count the goalie tried to give us a free goal at the end there. Nothing was going. Can we just make it 3-1?
Even if you make it 3-1,
even if we made it 3-1, I thought we would have had a chance.
Have a chance,
but it really feels like we have very little chance. And if they score, we're completely cooked.
Yeah,
and they can counter pretty devastatingly. So I find it hard to believe they're not going to score in 90 more minutes. So what? We're going to score 5? I don't know.
Doubt it. I doubt we can score 1 or 2 on these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad, dude. It's bad, man.
Also joined by the main man, my fellow Canuck, Danny Saldana. Daniel, how you doing today?
I had the Super Bock on my fridge, thinking this was going to be a celebratory Super Bock. It's a alcoholic depression Super Bock because I was not expecting 3-0. The Braga result sucked. We didn't do one last week, which is actually good because last week we probably would have thought we were the kings of the world.
Oh, today. For sure. After beating Porto in the Taça, and if we had beaten Braga this week, we would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's just get into it, I guess. Should I share or actually
Yeah. Let me introduce the rest of this gang of pissed off people. I'm Richard Neves, in case you don't know. And I'm gonna have I have a lot to say about this game. There's my you can follow Sam, of course. Sam couldn't join us late. It's slightly late, and he has just stuff going on. And most importantly, follow all things Alvalade, Alvalade on all social media platforms. Danny, if you want to bring up goal point, you can go ahead. I really don't care because they should have a stat line. They should all have a stat line of 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, we're gonna see much above 5-5 and probably a good amount of 4s.
Vag getting a 4.9 is impressive, I must say.
It's very generous.
Yeah.
There's a lot of generous ratings here. Really, still at 5.4 is probably the only one that I think is fair.
Could be higher.
Could be higher because this could have been 5 or 6. So Rui Silva in goal, Usman Diomande and Gonçalo Inácio on as the center backs. Brezhneda and Vag both at 4.9, which is about 4 points higher than they really should be. They were awful today. João Simões, Chico Trincão, and Hulmand all dreadful today. Front trio of Suarez, Jenny, and Luis Guilherme. What can we say? Substitutes of Morita, Nuno Santos, Fai, and Bragança. I'm going to kick things off because I have a lot to say. I've followed this team I'm 28, soon to be 29 years old. I have followed this team for approximately 24 of those years. This is if not top 5, top 10 most embarrassing games I've ever watched from Sporting Clube de Portugal in my life. In my 24 years of fandom, this was lackadaisical. It's not Bayern Munich 7-1, 5-0 bad. It's not.
That was pretty embarrassing.
It's not Benfica 5-0 in the Super Taça. It's not the epic collapse in the Taça.
It's not the 3-0 or 3-0 loss at home in a Europa League final to CSK Moscow.
CSK 3-1. They had a lead in that game.
3-1.
They blew the lead.
3-1. It's also not. It wasn't the one I seen live. It wasn't Ajax 5-1.
That one's up there.
It's up there.
There's some European ones. There's some European ones. It's
a top 10. Videoton and Lask for sure.
Videoton and Skendenbaus and throwback.
Yeah, I think this is a solid.
Boys, we might have mentioned 10 right there, bro. This might just be outside the top 10, bro.
We lost to Maribor
this is
as
up
well,
there.
if I'm
Maybe
not
it's recent
mistaken.
by this is
Maribor
up there.
facts. Low key, the
this-
5-0 against City's pretty heavy too. I know it's City, but that kind of
we expected it from City. Bayern Munich didn't even have a good team that year. We thought we had a chance.
This was the furthest we've ever made it in the Champions League, and in theory, it's an opponent that we should be showing up to play with on their level.
Yeah,
I want to
I'll
point something out. I don't want to take anything away from Bodo Glimt. They played about as flawless.
No, I mean they're collecting scalps, and we're just another scalp that they've collected.
There's a reason these guys have beaten like Atletico, Inter Milan, and Man City in the last like few months. They are a good team. They played about as flawless a game of football as you could have possibly done at this level. They pressed the hell out of Sporting. They counterattacked unbelievably. They defended so well and so organized. You couldn't, and when their keeper needed to make a save, he made a save. You couldn't ask for a better game for them. I want to give them full marks because they played a flawless game. No notes. They were amazing. That being said, this Sporting team was embarrassing on all fronts. The lineup was questionable already, with Fresneda playing as a fullback on his offside when he's already a bit of a liability on his strong side. João Simões in the midfield was a bit of a bewildering decision. I thought it should have been Morita. Could have argued for Braganza. I get because of knee issues, you maybe didn't want to start him on turf, but Simões was not it. You could have even argued,
bro.
You could have even argued that. Oh, the juggle volley! I almost launched my phone.
The juggle volley was actually probably one of his better contributions,
and it was still horrendous.
Yeah.
I saw him doing this like a freaking F2 skiller. I'm like, I want to launch my phone at my TV right now because of this. You could also even argue that Nuno Santos probably should have started over Fresneda on that as left back.
Boys, also, I mean, we're already
tough to say though.
We're negatively deep at the outside back position.
We sold our.
We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose Maxi Rujo in the summer.
Yep.
Oh,
and
guarantee.
Bro, like, are we really gonna sign like 4 more outside backs this summer? Like, bro, we're just gonna continue in
the winter window.
Hopefully we can
the
get
winter
at least
window
one, bro. Can we get at least one good outside
the
back?
winter window was baffling because we sold Mateus Reis, who was probably our best left back.
Not best, but he's serviceable.
We
had at one point one too many left backs. Now we have none.
We go from one extreme
ridiculous.
to the other. It's
ridiculous.
Unbelievable. That right away kills it. I know we were on the show. And
we have 50 wingers, by the way. Sorry, Rich. We have 50 wingers though, at least.
Well,
take solace in that, buddy.
I'll take solace in the fact that we probably shouldn't have bought Faye. I don't think he's
one of them got to play as like a 10 today. So
yeah. Faye was not good, and he hasn't been good since he signed. And I know it's kind of limited, but I've not liked it at all. And I'm slowly regretting the Alisson transfer day by day because this was a game that really could have screamed Alisson.
Guy has taken the Serie A by storm.
Yeah,
he has.
Good for him.
He's been starting as well. So.
He's been starting,
exactly.
He's been
couldn't
good.
Get a sniff on our team, by the way. Is Liga NOS officially better than Serie A? I thought I'd never see the
Not after today, brother. After today.
What do you mean? Inter also lost to these bums, and they're in first.
Yeah, Inter didn't lose 3-0 to these bums.
Did they?
They didn't lose 3-0 to these bombs, I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe they did. I don't know. They
It
lost,
was
but they
like
lost
3-1
bad.
or some shit like that.
3-1.
They got a goal. At least
like
for a minute, they
4-2
proved they
or
weren't the worst thing on
earth.
earth.
4-2 or something.
I mean, by the way, the same
3-1
thing's
and
gonna happen
2-1,
to us. We're gonna press a little bit, and they're gonna score. And
They're
after
good on
that,
the counter, man.
After that, when it goes to 4-0, I don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Was it you, Chris, who said that 17th minute Bodo Glimt goal at the Alvalade is gonna hit like
I mean,
narcotics?
Like, somehow my eyes are gonna have to take in more of this, and it could even be worse than that, which is tough to imagine, but it is very possible.
Yeah, this was an awful game. Like, they were so lackadaisical when they had possession. They would do one of two things that is the worst thing you can do, which is rush the pass when you don't need to, or take so long to make a pass that everybody who was open for 5 to 10 seconds is now no longer open, and you have to dribble into the opposing player. They could not complete. If the fate of the universe depended on this team completing a cross today, the universe would have imploded.
Even when we were able to, the first half, we literally could not even break through the press at all.
No,
could not even like reach the other end of the goal for about 35 minutes. But once we were able to slightly break the press, it felt like, okay, it's like, okay, now what? There's Suarez is up here. He's drifting wide a bit. And there's just like nothing. There's nothing.
There was nothing for them to do.
And it felt like really the only way we were going to be able to get anything good happening going forward is playing through our wingers and having them do a little bit of individual brilliance to beat one or two, get down the side, and cross it in. And that is literally how we created some of our moments. And unfortunately, we were unable to complete a single one of those crosses. Right across the front of goal multiple times, a couple scrambles, nothing.
Yeah. You think if they even get like one of those scrambles,
especially like, compared to them, I mean, they did it with like devastating efficiency. So
yeah, it was brutal. Do we see the white handkerchiefs at the Alvalade next week if it gets bad?
I hope.
If it gets real, like if they go down 3-0 at home as well, like imagine it's the same game as today, same kind of story. Do you see white handkerchiefs at the Alvalade?
Depends what happens at the weekend.
Yeah. Well, there's no game this weekend.
What's our game at the weekend?
Oh,
there is none. It got delayed. It was supposed to be Tondela.
Oh, because of this.
Yeah. Low key, we would have been better off playing this game now. I think it would have been better playing that game, getting this game out of the way, like this game out of our mind. Now we have a whole week.
You have a whole week to just sit and stew
like
PTSD,
on how bad you
basically.
Are. Yeah, exactly.
They have a whole week to sit and stew on it and be pissed off about it. That's it.
Well, hopefully that'll bring some positivity out of that. But
hopefully, but I'm not that hopeful. I'm gonna be honest. I'm usually the calm, rational one here. I hope they get booed out of the. I'm usually pretty like neutral and like.
Okay. You're right.
I hope they get booed off if they play like they played today at the Alvalade. I hope they get booed off the fucking pitch.
So there's already been
whistles. I hope the whistles are out in full force.
Do you think the last, or maybe even the second half, but definitely the last like 20 minutes of Braga, like I could say that. I mean, it's worked out for us a lot of times, and we've gotten lucky a few times. But there's a pretty good argument to be made that was some cowardly.
I think even more. The last 20 minutes of the Braga game were kind of cowardly, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, so I mean, it is so unlucky, and it is crazy to concede a penalty in like 92-50 of a +3
again,
which is the least amount of added time I have seen in a while
in the Portuguese.
League.
I seen they gave us 10 minutes against Porto in the first half. And they give us 3 minutes to Braga.
They give us 3 minutes for Braga, which was crazy.
And honestly, I really thought we did a decent job of possessing it for about 2.5 of those 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
That shot's probably not even going on target, and it's just unlucky. But, I mean, we definitely set ourselves up to absorb some pressure and sort of pack it
I do want to talk about the penalty today. I don't think it was a penalty.
Charmin.
I
don't think it was a penalty.
I'm going to be honest with you. So there's this new, it's honestly Portuguese league coded. The way that the VAR has been cowardly in the Champions League. I don't know if any of you guys were watching the game before. I was actually hilariously watching because I was like, oh, I want to check out who we might have to play in the next round.
Arsenal, Leverkusen. That was a soft penalty too.
I don't know why I was thinking that, but
I
was briefly thinking that. So I was like, oh, I'll tune in here. And complete. I mean, Tillman with a ridiculous challenge to slide in there, but there is almost zero contact.
Yeah.
He calls the penalty, and because there's like a slight touch,
they can't overturn it.
They won't overturn it. So because Vag like touched him and he called it on the field, they won't overturn it.
There's not enough to like overturn
I
the call.
used to honestly commend the Champions League VAR for being less cowardly than other VARs, it seemed. But bro, this is cowardly. And I mean, here's the thing: we did deserve to be losing at that point.
Yep.
But that
not
was
like that. Not by that.
Bro, is that the second or third time our man has committed just a a penalty. Just stupid. I mean,
Just a
Vag,
dumb penalty.
he's not playing enough minutes to be racking up pens conceded.
No. Not
Yeah.
even a little bit. Yeah, the penalty itself, like it was, like you said, Danny, Charmin soft. Charmin ultra soft, even you could even say. We're not sponsored. We should be. It should not have been a penalty at all, though. That being said,
Here's the thing:
the scoreline was justified. It shouldn't have been by that means. It should have just been by a regular goal.
Do you remember? And then also, there's one in the first half where Suarez like gets like half shoved and goes down. Equally as soft. If he calls that, he wouldn't be able to overturn it under the same
criteria.
Criteria. So it would have been interesting if Suarez like flopped a little bit harder and maybe baited him into calling it, because it's literally the same thing. I don't think either are penalties, and then there's one in the second half where Suarez is like shooting, and he definitely gets like his foot kicked, but I think it's more his foot going forward.
It's his momentum. Yeah.
Again, if he calls that, like, is he going to be stuck?
Overturn it.
You can't, because there's contact, right? Like you're not overturning it.
It's a really, really bad way to go about it. And he let a lot of stuff go. He gave Human a yellow for dissent.
Yeah.
The guy was all over the place.
It was such a weirdly officiated game.
I've seen worse, but yeah, it's certainly not.
Not a banner night for
not the performance I loved in a critical performance, but at the same time,
definitely made me miss
he had
the Portuguese
little to do with the onslaught we faced.
No, I think even without the penalty called, they would have lost this game, because you felt the goal coming.
Yeah,
like 100%. I think we said before the show, they spent the first 7 minutes. They had a couple like
good start. I was like,
good
here
start.
we go.
I'm like, okay, like good stuff. You're holding the ball, you're pressing, you got a couple attacks in deep, like standing their end, and then it was like they decided we're gonna forget how to do anything proper to do with the game of football.
Do you think it had anything to do with the turf?
No, I'm sorry. The turf is not an excuse.
It could be. Listen, I
think it's over. I think that's overblown. You're a professional footballer.
I personally think the European mind cannot comprehend a turf field like us North Americans can. And I say this because these guys in
the off season all train on turf.
That's not necessarily true. A lot of them go on grass, especially in the Algarve and stuff like that. But I only say all of that because I've never seen Trincão. I've seen him play a lot of missed passes. I've seen him do a lot of long crosses. I've never seen him do every single touch was fucking by like the touch of a pedophile. That thing was fucking way too hard. Way too bad. Give me my yellow card early. I don't give a fuck.
Yellow card. Chris,
horrible touches.
With you. Yellow
horrible
card.
touches is what I'm saying.
Holy, we said
bro was on Epstein Island out here.
It looked like some guys were better. Like their Luis Guillermo actually looked like he was like
he had his moments.
He had a couple moments.
It looked like his touch wasn't like unable to be, and like he kind of like was still able to, but didn't go. Yeah, just unable to do anything.
Yeah.
Even Suarez at times, like his touch seemed horrific. And when it was still 0-0, he had an opportunity that he skies. I'm like tongue in cheek. I am joking about the turf. I do think that's not an excuse for these guys.
Yeah.
Although
not at this
the
level.
only thing that for me was on the turf, like you could tell, like since Bodo's more used to it, that they had a couple like one-touch combinations. In the attacking third, that like I feel like they were definitely able to pull off more because they're used. They're
a bit more used
to
it.
But that is really it. I mean, bro, turf didn't have Suarez or Trincão or Guillermo have like no options in the box. It
doesn't make you have total brain farts. Like I'm sorry to say, it doesn't make you forget how to play the game of football.
If anything, the cold would probably affect them more than the turf, but even then, that's not a good enough.
It wasn't also even that cold. Like it was cold, but it wasn't like crazy cold.
Like remember the moment. It's 2-0. It's early in the second half. We're actually starting to feel ourselves a little bit, as in like we can reach the goal now, which we were unable to do for like the last 35 minutes of the first half.
Yeah.
Fresneda, nice little combination play down the left hand side.
Oh,
he gets
No,
it
not
back.
him. Not by him though. Not by him.
by him, but
He
It was
plays
by
a-
Suarez.
He plays a nice one-touch pass with his outside of his foot to kind of get it started. Gets
Yeah.
Okay,
it
okay.
back. Has
This
an
is
opportunity
the
to cross.
one.
Cuts it back. He
Shoots.
tries for the curler and misses the target.
He had.
Will-
You know what's
He's
infuriating?
probably had like, I don't know, like 8 of them this season. Like, will it ever go in? Like,
No,
He
will
had,
and
you know what's
I-
most infuriating? He had, I'm pretty sure, a guy wide open at the top of the
He
box he
did.
could have passed to.
Yeah,
and
not
I'm
wide
like,
open.
he had
But
like
he had
two.
Jenny there. He had Suarez there.
He had 2 guys he could have passed to, and
He
I'm
had
like, okay,
space.
like great job, you're in position, pass, and he shoots, and I'm like, what in the holy
it's
Lord's
not a
name are
horrible
you doing?
decision to shoot. You can see what he's trying to do,
Yes,
but
but
it's just
It wasn't even
I
that
feel
bad
like
of a
it's
shot.
physically impossible
horrible.
for that to ever go in.
I
It wasn't
tweeted.
even that bad of a shot. The decision to shoot is what bewildered me.
I tweeted and
You
I said,
got to pass there.
Fresneda needs to go to therapy. Bro needs to know himself better because he does these things in games. He decides to shoot when he could pass it or maybe take in the space because he
Still
thinks
can't
he
complete
has.
the cross.
He thinks he has the fucking
When
shot of
his
Roberto
crosses
Carlos.
get
or
when his
something.
crosses get headed out for a corner, I'm like, okay, that was
Good
like
I'll
stuff.
take it.
that
Better
is
than-
Big
almost
Yeah.
that is seemingly the best possible.
And look,
outcome.
I understand
And then-
he was on his off wing today. He was still it showed because every attack in the first half was coming on that left side.
But here's
They
the worst thing.
cooked
Here's the
him.
worst thing. Vaginides was worse.
I know, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
10 times worse.
because
He was
he never got down the field at all, and at least
At all.
Fresneda did it like
There was-
twice.
Fresneda's excuse was he was on his off wing.
Yeah.
Vaginides has no excuse.
I officially, and I know this is the time to get on top of Rui Borges, and he's definitely not a saint. I officially understand why Rui Borges plays Fresneda as much as he does, because say what we want about Fresneda, can't cross, he can't shoot. Like I was saying, so he needs to know himself, because sometimes I see him trying to, even today, he tried to dribble a player when I've never seen this guy
Wild.
complete a
That
dribble
was a
in
bewildering
my
choice. I
entire
said that.
fucking life that I've seen him
He
play.
does somehow feel like 20% more reliable, even though both are clearly awful options.
Mind you, so you know he's that bad. But now I understand why Rui Borges will play him way over Vaginides, because I've seen Vaginides. A guy has the ball. There's times where, let's say, Jenny has the ball. I'll see Fresneda bomb forward to try
Yeah.
to take the space, or at least try to take a defender with him. Vaginides was right beside him, fucking beside Jenny. I seen, of course, we go to the penalty. I think it's soft as fuck, but
He has
You're
more
back to the
mental
player.
errors. He leaves his man. He doesn't check his shoulder.
exactly.
It's
Second
just
goal
everything.
again. He
Nightmare,
leaves the
bro.
guy wide open. Boom, goal. Defensively, he was horrible. Yeah, I've never seen a guy come in and look so good and then get worse.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
It was,
And
it was
we,
brutal.
maybe we can blame the coach from this, but I've seen the coach improve our players a lot. I don't want to say it's a coaching thing. Maybe he just couldn't get like his.
I
feet
do
on the
think
ground.
he read the
I don't
game
know what it
wrong
is.
today. I'm usually the first one to say comment for
Borges?
Rui Borges is out. I
His
think he
hands
read
were
the game
tied.
wrong
His
today.
hands were
I
tied
think,
so
yeah,
hard.
that's
He
what I'm
didn't
saying
have
too.
Mangas,
I don't think
didn't
he had
have
many
Araujo.
options. Exactly.
He probably
And
I
I
didn't
don't
still-
think
I
you
still
start. I don't
think-
think you start Nunu Sant.
He didn't
Not in
want
a
to,
turf.
obviously.
Not against a team. Like
I know,
this
but you're
like,
putting
He
Fresneda,
just,
who's
like,
already
You
dubious
don't have
as
Mateus Reyes anymore. It's like, who the fuck?
don't have
what-
you
Mateus
play?
I
Reyes
guess you
anymore.
could have gone Edu Quaresma, but
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I say if anything, we criticize him because you go to a back three against Braga, but you don't start this game with a back three with like Fresneda and Jenny as wing backs.
yeah,
Or if you want to start Nunu Sant, okay, Nunu Sant and Fresneda or something as wing backs.
yeah.
Like you had that opportunity. Maybe try to change it up a little bit because Bodo's obviously a good team, so maybe try to throw them off. But
I still think the subs
I agree with
came
you,
too
Chris. I
late.
think yeah, subs.
The
yeah.
subs, the fact that he didn't
Again, he
even
only
make a
did
sub
4
at
instead of
halftime.
5.
No, I know, but the fact that he
Could've done
didn't
more.
make a sub at halftime after how bad they were, again, was infuriating. I think
really
how they
down on
managed
João Simoes as well right
Yeah.
now. Last
He's
couple,
been
last
on
month
poor
or
form.
so.
last month or so, like this wasn't
Been
the
on
game to
poor
start
form.
him. Again, I think this should have been a Marita's been playing well. I thought this could have been a Marita game. I understand what Turkey maybe
Marita
don't
was
want to
honestly
start.
instantly better the second he came on.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
which doesn't say much, but it says something.
No, he was good. He was good.
This was a tragic game. Like it was embarrassing. Like I said, for me, it's top 10 most embarrassing performance I've seen from this team, given the the circumstance, like this is your best chance you've had in 40 plus years to make a quarterfinal in the Champions League / UEFA Cup, and they folded like they collapsed like a disorganized game of Jenga. Just toddlers running around, just throwing shit. That's how fucking bad they were today.
Also, Rich, I forgot to mention when you were talking about next game at home, if they get the Lições Brancas or not.
Yeah.
At this game today, there was already fans like they were chanting like "Palhaços joguem a bola," like clowns play the ball. Nuno Sanchez like came out. I was watching Sam TV as I was eating dinner just now.
Yes, guy.
I will say there were several moments where I could hear the Sporting fans. So
the 400 Sporting fans there.
Shout out 400 Sporting fans.
Shout out them. Shout out the Brazilian guy. I don't know if you guys seen this video.
I saw that
the
guy.
Brazilian guy that like I don't know if he rented out his room or something. Right by the stadium.
Yeah.
UEFA started like fucking attacking him because of that shit. Bodo started attacking him because of that shit. But I seen in the game, like there was Bodo glint like flags outside.
Yeah, it's like, bro, that apartment. It's like, what are you?
Yeah,
like you're gonna sanction an apartment building? Like, sorry,
yeah.
Why didn't they put up like a shitty like curtain or something?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was hilarious. I'm like, what are you're gonna sanction the building manager? What are you gonna do? Like, get out of here! Like, knock it off. Yeah, this was brutal. This is bad. Like, this was if they I don't know that the white handkerchiefs come out next week. If they play as bad as they did today next week, I hope they get booed off the pitch. I hope that crowd lets them know this is unacceptable behavior in any situation, let alone a big game. Because I'm usually on the side of don't start shit with the players. You're allowed to boo if they play that bad next week. You're allowed to give them a bit of shit. Don't attack them. Don't go to Alcochette. Don't throw shit on the field, but very loudly let them know how you feel.
I will say, Rich, there's a guy running for president, and
he's got some cannon fodder.
There's a debate coming up, and I've seen a couple of interviews that he's given this week.
Yeah,
and that's his angle. He's found his angle.
He just got a golden ticket to make this interesting.
I think it's not enough too late, but
no, he's definitely pushing the Rui out brigade as well.
He's gonna push the Rui out button.
Oh,
he already has. Really, he already has.
The timing is not.
Listen, I hate to come out on the defense of this guy. I don't see the reason for us to let him go. I don't see the solution that's out there in replacing
Ranieri available.
Sorry,
I said, is Ranieri available?
What's Scolari doing these days?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I think obviously this isn't his best moment, right? Big games, there's been some question marks.
I think the administration's let him down.
Yeah, but I think
he's been let down by a questionable. I think he's been let down by a questionable window where they.
But that's on the administration.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Why are we selling Mateus Reis?
That's what I'm trying to say. That was my point. Fair. You're making my point for me, brother.
Yeah.
You took the words out of my mouth. God bless you.
Couldn't
like Alisson too? Like, okay, we praised
the Alisson move. We said that's probably a pretty smart move. After watching Faye this last month, he is not it. He is not the truth.
And on top of that, it's like now we have way too many wingers because how are you not calculating like Nuno Sanchez like months away from coming back? Mm-hmm. Another question, one thing that I will question Rui Borges on, and we'll talk about the Braga game and his performance there, but he's very keen on starting Pot on some of these games when he's clearly out of form.
Yeah.
Was Pot on the bench today?
No,
I don't recall him.
I don't think so either. Today. So what's with Pot even now? Like,
what's happening there? Yeah.
Again, I get that the substitutions. I honestly think today he could have made 5 substitutions at halftime. I think today he could have done a lot of things different for sure. I still think today wouldn't make much of a difference whether he substituted early or not. I'm going to be honest. I think it's an energy thing. Even when it comes to like the Braga game and some of these games where we lose a lead, it's like the energy when it comes to defending. Like if you compare us to Bodo was constantly pressing us. Bodo was constantly,
But they were also
getting
constantly
stuck
getting back
in it.
on defense too. Like they defended
Exactly.
so well.
Yeah, pressing well, pushing well, getting on the counter super quick. 1-2s were amazing. Or they're really good. They're one of the better teams in Europe right now in terms of the combinations. But it's like night and day. You see us pressing, and it's like
it's lackadaisical.
You could say 100%. You can say like, maybe it's because Suarez and Trincão play every game, but Luis Guilherme doesn't press like that. Jenny doesn't really press like that.
You can't even argue
how many times is
you can't even argue accumulation of games because they got a bye. They skipped 2 games to get here.
Yeah,
they got a bye and they have next week off, so it's not accumulation games.
Suarez times feels like he's like his body's almost gonna explode.
Yeah,
because he was deceased at the Braga game, and he was slightly deceased today, but still running, and it just feels like he's gonna.
It feels like he's gonna have his Jokeris where he just has.
No, I just think he's gonna like tweak something because he's. I mean.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Jokeris syndrome.
He's gonna have to
play every game. He's gonna have to keep going every game.
It's just unlucky because then it's like we could have had Fottis this game. I think Fottis would have been so good this game. He's definitely better in his head than Suarez is, but he's dead.
It's brutal. This week feels like the start of what could be the collapse
or the comeback.
Hopefully come back. But I'm with you there, Rich. That's my only worry now.
That's the thing.
I'm glad. This is why I wasn't rooting for the Benfica win, is because like I'd rather keep them more at bay. If we're not going to win the league, whether it be 3 points or 4 points, it's going to
you don't win.
4.
Yeah,
it's going to always be 4 because they have the heads up. So let them have the draw. I'm more happy with them getting the draw because it's like,
whatever. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. We drew and they drew.
That was our final lifeline though, because
if
Porto opened it up,
could lose points, but they need to lose in the next 2 or 3 games if they're going to lose any more points, because their schedule after the next 2 games is very much like they should be winning out.
If we don't win 1 and definitely 2 games, we're not. It's over.
It's over. It's going to be over. I think it's just about over now.
We need to win the last 9 and hope for the best.
Yeah.
They need to win out and hope Porto drops at least 1 more game.
Porto's probably going to play another 2 games. I think they can get back past Stuttgart. That might help us. They don't have a bye this week, so they're going to play tomorrow. They're going to play, I think, on Monday or Sunday, and then they're going to play again next Thursday. I don't know who they're playing this weekend, but
I don't know.
I can check right now.
We will feel the pressure though if they get the result and then go up a game on us since we won a game.
Yeah,
mind you, it also is nice if we have the game behind or the game in hand, right? So
yes and no, because then it's like if they don't,
it's awesome
points,
if they don't win, but if they win,
it'd be awesome if they lose.
Low-key though, if they don't win, I feel like it's going to be even more pressure on us.
Because it's like now you have
these bums
last. Now it's like this is really your last chance.
Yeah, and these bums knew that somebody was dropping points this weekend.
Yeah, they knew someone was going to lose points.
Up, you know what I mean? So they play Moreirense this weekend on Sunday. So they play Moreirense at home, and then team. Stuttgart again, and then Braga away, and then Famalicão at home, Estoril away. There's a chance there. And then if they can get past in the Europa, maybe they have an extra 2 games. Maybe us falling out of the Champions League. I say this, I'm sick to my stomach.
It's copium.
Today
we're sipping hardcore copium here.
Facts. I really am coping here, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise, right? But
it's crazy.
We'll see.
It's crazy. We apologize for anybody who wishes they could have watched us on X. Twitter's having technical difficulties.
I thought I retweeted it though. I think it's just the vertical version. Let me see.
No, we're not live on X as far as I know.
Yeah, sometimes
I keep trying to go live on X and won't let us. So apologies for anybody who would usually.
We were just 2 seconds live, eh?
On X, yeah, it wouldn't go.
Oh, that's whack.
Technical difficulties. So we're live on YouTube and Twitch still. So spread the word. But yeah, I've been trying to figure that out all stream. Do we have anything to add to this before we move on to Braga game? We'll talk a bit about the Portuguese game. That feels like a lifetime ago.
We don't have to.
They won 1-0, and it was a kind of boring game.
It was
it was
probably one of our better performances. It wasn't like a lights out performance against a Grand, but often these games
it was enough.
caught
It was
into
like
a
enough.
lull, and
It was,
felt like we had the upper hand for a longer time than they did. And
I thought it was one of our better games. Low key, it was Human's best game of the season, honestly.
Yeah, he had a monster game on that Porto game.
And,
What wasn't a monster game is the Braga
and we
game.
also hold on really quick on Porto. I also have to say we also came up against an incredible refereeing performance that tried to rob us fucking left, right, and center, and we still won.
Don't you just love a good ref show?
Not only did we win,
I watch football for the referees.
Facts.
I don't know
Me
about
too.
you.
That's why I love today's game, honestly, because the referee was a Bodo Glint fan.
It was another ref show. It was great.
On the Porto game, the referees were so good that Porto thought we robbed the game. It was insane.
It was unbelievable.
Anyways, take it away, Rich.
Oh god, this lineup for this tragic fucking game too. Rui Silva in goal. Maxi Araujo, Gonçalo Inácio, Usman Diamande, even Fresneda, the defenders. Midfield of Morita, Trincao, and Hulman. Front trio of Pot, Jenny, and Suarez. Substitutes of Luis Guilherme, João Simões, and Eduardo Quaresma. A 2-2 draw at the Pedreira. Sporting went up. Braga tied. Sporting went up again, and then a literally about as late as you could have gotten extra time, a last-minute penalty where Braga rightfully awarded it. Like, it's a rightfully awarded penalty, and it's bewildering because about 30 seconds before that, Sporting had the ball in Braga's end, and all they had to do was keep it there, and they gave the ball away carelessly, which led to the attack, and the eventual scoring-ish chance. Penalty call. It was brutal. This was not a great game, I will say. They wasted chances in the first half, and then it felt like as soon as they got that 2-1 goal, they immediately went in park the bus mode. They did not press at all. They pressed for 5 of the last 10 minutes, shockingly enough, because we were in the chat saying this is going to be a really painful 10 minutes, and then we're like, oh, they're actually like holding their own. They're holding the ball in Braga's half, like extended periods, like. They're not just sitting back like they have for the last 10, 15 minutes. And then they said, hey, what if we sat back for the last like 2 minutes? Or for the last minute?
Jenny, put in Quaresma.
Yeah. It was a rough one. I have no notes on this game. I'm a sad boy. Write whatever you want from me about me.
Their equalizer felt so fucking undeserved.
Yeah.
We
were so on top of it first.
We were on top of it.
It's an unbelievable goal. I want to give the goal.
Jenny's out, and just a lightning combination play. Switched ball over the top. Great touch. Cross.
Unbelievable shot. Like it is such a nice goal. It is so against the run of play. We immediately put banger.
He had a great first half. Suarez. I don't want to say it again. I feel like I'm a broken record about this guy. I love this guy, though. I love the guy. I think he's a great player. But how sometimes he misses the easiest of chances, but will score these bangers. In the first half, it could have easily been 2-0.
Yeah.
On a one-on-one chance with the keeper. And he just sort of shoots it right at him.
He misses the one-on-ones all the fucking time.
Yeah,
I don't think he ever scores one-on-ones. It's
all the time.
Crazy.
And the thing is, like, we want to compare him to Gyökeres, and I'm not trying to
Gyökeres, if we could somehow go back in a time machine and pull out like 20, 24, 25 prime Victor Gyökeres and somehow put him into this
him on this team.
Bro, not even just into the Bodo Glint game. Not even
my god, he would have bullied those guys.
Yes, because we were so isolated up front, and bro, he would have just fucking turned his man and created 4 chances for himself and scored 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
And even on this one-on-one chance with Braga, bro, the guy would bomb the ball so fucking hard, even if the fucking keeper did get the leg to it, the guy's knee would snap in half, man.
Yeah.
I missed that. I missed the ruthlessness from him, man. Like,
he's still bagging them. Yeah. He's nice from the spot, but
the Arsenal fans hate him. I don't understand why. He's out of all the big money moves in the summer in terms of strikers, he still has.
Arsenal fans are you forget to account one thing.
He wasn't
Arsenal
great
fans
today
are idiots.
for them.
Arsenal fans, Sporting fans have been moving like Arsenal fans, bro. I can't even lie. So.
Yeah, because a lot of Sporting fans
are also idiots.
idiots.
I know.
This is the fan base that cost us Jose Mourinho.
The
Okay.
Suarez experience,
This
though,
is
man, it is
like prime Jose,
a
not
wild
current day
ride.
Jose.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. This is the
Yeah.
same fan base that is now saying Rui Borja. I want Ian Castro because he has winning mentality.
If they get embarrassed
You know
next
who
week
you
and
are.
if they get embarrassed next week and they drop points again in the league, like it's tough to be attainable. If they go out in the toss of Portugal semis, even it's tough. It's tough. If like with a 1-0 lead, it's tough to.
I'm not saying we have to renew Rui, and this is really quick on the manager. I'm not saying we have to renew his contract right away. Right now, I'm also not saying we have to sack him right away. I just need we need to be patient and wait till the end of the season and see what happens.
Firing him now does nothing but tank the rest of your season automatically when you still have something to play for.
Yeah, and when
still
you
have
talk
the toss
about,
and you still have a snowball's chance in the league.
Fact. And when you talk about if you want to talk to me about replacing Rui Borja, give me some realistic and give me some viable options. Don't tell me about Ian Castro. It's the same sort of risk you're taking with Rui Borja. Even Carlos Vicens, I think he might be like the Braga coach because I thought Braga played really well.
Do they go with what's his face that just got fired from Guimarães? Like really?
No, please, no. I would hope not. At least I would hope not. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Ian Castro, honestly.
Yeah, like it's you're not making any upward maneuvers.
People tell me Paulo Fonseca. Like Paulo Fonseca is not leaving Lyon right now for Sporting, bro. We don't have the money like that, bro. We don't have the funds like that, bro.
No, but you know what? We should have the funds like that.
Why?
Because we've been making crazy transfers the last like 5 years, and I'm sick of hearing we don't have any money.
It's always
also been buying.
It's always an excuse.
Buy out managers for transfer fees.
Yeah,
yeah. It would be
You know why we you know what
but we also spent we spent 40 million on 2 strikers this summer.
We also spent 6 million on guys who are going to be sitting in the loan carousel. Like you're telling me Bial was worth 5-6 million. You're telling me you're telling me 7.5 million on Faye was smart money.
Richard, you want to get pissed off even more?
Yeah, I do.
How much did Vagianides cost? How much did Vagianides cost?
And
28 million on 2 right backs who can't play right back. We spent 28 million on 2 right backs in the last 4 years that can't play right back.
This is the highest investment ever in the first team. 100 million.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We spent money on guys who cannot play the position they're being paid to play.
But let's also I think it's also we're also going off I don't want to say we're being emotional, but I think we are being a little too emotional. When we were on our 15-16 game winning streak at home, when we were, looking unstoppable last month or last month and a half, 2 months, we weren't the best team in the world. I also don't think after this 2-2, say what you will, maybe they deserved the draw for sure because the second half Braga played well, but I don't really remember a lot of chances that they had. Most of the chances that they had went well wide. If that's Sporting, we're not saying like, oh, we had these many chances because we also, we don't look at the Fresneda chance today as like a real chance because he went real wide, right? Yeah. So same thing. The João Moutinho move, by the way, he made Pot and Maxi look like children defending, and then he fucking sends the field goal. The field goal was also wide, by the way. But nonetheless,
they got embarrassed by someone's grandpa, though. Like that's crazy.
Facts. I'm saying all that to say. I say all that though to say maybe it's deserved. They deserve the draw, but sometimes you don't get what you deserve in football. We're well aware.
We got what we deserved today. I think. To be fair,
of course. I'm not saying today. I'm saying this Braga game.
Oh yeah,
Braga game. We also got what we deserved, but what I'm saying is sometimes it doesn't work out that way. And other than a penalty, which of course is a penalty, but is always a shot that if even Inacio decides not to turn his body, because that's really you're turning.
It looks like it's going to go wide.
If he just stared at it and did nothing, it's going to go well wide. His hand maybe doesn't get to it. We win the game. It's a different story. So
yeah,
these things are fine margins. And like I said, we're not the worst team in the world. Rui Borja isn't the worst manager in the world as people are portraying him to be.
No. But I do think the next couple games
wins in the 90th.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think the next couple games though, how they come out is going to set the tone for.
But I don't even think that's the case. I think the only reason I don't think that's the case is because the criticism now, which is also just fucking wild to me, because again, like you mentioned earlier, Richard, we've been Sporting fans for nearly 3 decades.
We're getting old.
We say nearly as if I'm not 30 years old out here. And
I know,
have
but you
fucking
were
white hairs on
like,
my fucking chin.
You don't remember like
I don't remember the
something
first
happened
4
30
years of my
ago.
life at least. So
Yeah,
let me
like,
say nearly 3
yeah.
decades. I say that to say, like, I remember a time when we would like be like, listen, I'm fine with a draw against Braga, Porto, and Benfica. Just beat Tondela. Just beat Aves. Just, you know what I mean? And now we slap them around, and the criticism is, oh yeah, like of course you could beat the little teams. What about the big teams? So I don't even think the next game is going to matter all that much. Maybe Bodo, but I don't even think like the next.
I think if they get
other games in
embarrassed
the
at
league
home
are gonna
against,
matter.
I think if they get embarrassed at home against Bodo,
Yeah,
you have
for
to
sure,
at least,
for sure.
you have
I
to
think-
start.
but I
You
think
have
if
to
it's a-
start a dialogue.
I think if it's a
a
0-0
massacre,
or a 1-0, even for us.
if they win 1-0 at home and play great, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so pissed off.
See what I mean? So it doesn't matter about how we play, bro. It's
no,
just,
but you know
we're
what?
gonna be
But
mad
if
regardless.
no, but if they get embarrassed, like if they get embarrassed at home, though, like
For
really
sure.
bad. Like
Because-
if it's like today, you need to start a dialogue because
But-
that's unacceptable.
But it's
Oh, he's cut out.
and
He's
I
cut out
agree,
for
but
me.
it's because the rhetoric will be he doesn't know how to play big games. He only knows how to play the small ones. Can you hear
For
me?
sure. Yeah, I think so. You said the rhetoric will be because
that's
you
all I'm
can't-
saying.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
again, if they win the next game 1-0 at home, I'll be pissed off a bit. But at least I'll know, okay, you showed something and you showed you can adjust. If they get embarrassed like they did today, you need to start. That's unacceptable to me. Like it's unbelievable behavior if they get clowned at home like that. Like they did today. Like that's what I'm saying. I still think it would be unacceptable behavior. I'll still be mad if they win the game and lose the tie. I'll be less mad if they at least showed they had some fucking heart instead of what we saw today.
I just I agree. I just, in terms of the coach, I just think it's like sometimes we'll have amnesia and we'll act like Ruben Amorim didn't finish 4th place for us. Like Ruben Amorim didn't lose 3-0 to Lask. Like Ruben didn't make horrible substitutions.
Oh, for sure.
And we never
I
said
actually
things
almost
like
put out that
he's a
the
perfect
lack
coach
of
for the
subs.
Guimarães
I
of the
almost put out today that the lack of subs made me feel like I was watching an Amorim game, which is like, why are we not making a sub sooner?
Yeah.
I
agree. I also just think it's like sometimes subs changes the game. Sometimes subs don't do fuck all.
Yeah.
And as much as I agree, especially today and especially against Braga, these are obvious games where like your team's looking tired, your team's looking like they can't complete possession.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, why not utilize all 5 subs?
Mm-hmm.
To a certain degree, I also don't think it matters all that much because at the end of the day, we're not going to sub off Inacio, and Inacio is the one that gave away the penalty. Also has to be said, Inacio scored a great goal.
It was a great goal.
After the goal, put up the biggest stinker I've ever seen him have in his life.
He scored a goal and took the rest of the game off.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
He broke even. He
couldn't defend.
Couldn't
pass. You want to complain about us not keeping the ball and blaming the coach. Fine. I
The
don't think
players
the
were
coach is
bad.
also
The players
telling
were
Inacio
shambles.
to fucking launch the ball way more than it needs to be launched. I don't think the coach, they're telling the players not to be in the right positions and shit like that. I also think it's down to the players. I think it's way too easy to blame the coach because when it's working, it's working. Even today, when it was working, it was working. We were moving the ball silky. But maybe defensively, we need another like a defensive coach in there to help them out or some shit.
They need someone.
That's where
to
we
have
let
some
ourselves
words,
down a lot.
because I think you're bang on. I think the players at times look lackadaisical, and it almost looks like they just want to pass the ball into the opposition net.
No,
you know what what did I compare it to in our group chat today? I said this feels like watching a Roberto Martinez's Portugal when they have to chase a game. They don't want to be there. They're annoyed because nothing's going their way, and they just want to get the hell out of there.
Mind you, by the way, I think if Rui Borges leaves, one of the coaches that might take over is Roberto Martinez. I'm just saying.
I'm becoming a Benfica fan.
My FM,
if that happens.
FM,
I'm sure
if I could pull it up, bro. Let me. Oh, I'm in the middle of the game. I can't pull it up. I was playing during work today, but my FM, I'm on like 2030 right now.
Holy,
Roberto Martinez is Sporting's manager. They just won the league last year too.
I think if that happened, I'm becoming a Benfica fan.
Hell yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy, Richard.
Yo, I don't think
there's the red card, bro. That's a straight red. That's a straight red.
I don't think
I can. Yeah. No, listen. I don't care what you gotta say, buddy. You got removed, bro. I'm kidding.
No, you could have kicked me out. I would have been fine. I would have been fine. I
It
wouldn't
was a
have cared.
penalty box. It was a penalty box.
But yeah, I think if I had to live, I think if I had to live with Roberto Martinez ball week in, week out, I would probably end up in therapy.
That's what
Well,
I'm saying. So
I think I would.
Get ready.
I would
Go
need therapy.
start checking out your options,
So-
brother.
Start checking out
Just
your
saying.
therapist, there, big guy.
but yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
my rant. I'm done ranting with this.
Chris, we've been talking a long time. You say something. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, just I don't think that it's just it's too easy, right? It's way too easy to just blame everything at Reborn and think that that's going to be a quick fix. However, the squad construction this season just at the same time did not end up setting them up for success. And at the end of the day, he has to work with that. And he's improvised a bit. He's had some injuries. And it's just been a bit unfortunate. At the same time, it's been very fortunate. I think they have, 10 goals after the 85th minute or something like that. The miracle title win last season kind of happened because of a miracle Aruca result in the other game. We parked the bus against Benfica then and somehow nicked a draw. I mean, like Danny said, these margins are so fine. He was just the only thing you could say is maybe Quaresma in, but bro, Badger Fresneda was still gonna have to play.
Yeah.
If we could have just nicked a goal, maybe it would be a different story, and we'd even be thinking about this more hopefully. But
Yeah.
we've really given ourselves
Someone on our timeline put out 2-1. If they get a goal and it's 2-1, it's manageable. If it goes 3-0, it's over. And then like a minute later, Bodo scored. I'm like, well, that's not good.
Even
timing.
honestly, man, even a 3-1, I
I felt-
would have been like,
I felt bad for that.
got this.
Whoever that was on my timeline, like if you're watching, you know who you are.
It's not over yet, but the fourth Bodo goal is going to
It's gonna hit.
officially over.
Well, if we score early, just to give me hope, that's the worst thing. Is
I
the
guess how
hope
will
that
they
gets you.
respond to this presumed letdown? Mentally, will
Yeah.
it let it impact the rest of their season? We'll see.
It just stinks because this felt like their best chance to get to the quarterfinals for the first time in like 43 years.
and it would have been nice playing Leverkusen too, man.
But like
How many goals would Valverde have had if we played them at the Bernabeu?
he would have had a double
Yeah.
hat-trick.
Also,
we
to
had-
you Sporting fans
Who
that wanted
wanted Real
fucking Real
Madrid?
Madrid instead of Bodo,
What was the final score?
fuck you. 3-0.
3-0,
Oh god, yeah, it would have probably been even worse today.
7.
7. It would have been Bayern Munich levels of bad. It would have been
Yeah.
rough outings today, Chief. Let me
But
tell
at the same time, man, Bodo, I'll be rooting for them in the Champions League next round, and
Yeah,
going
for
forward.
sure.
But this is a chance for an Ajax type run.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was their best. Yeah, this, like I said, this
Team West,
was
that's
their
for sure.
chance to maybe make a run.
This is supposed
It
to be
feels
our
like it.
moment, but maybe it's their moment.
Yeah.
You can take the banter out of sport. You can take Sporting out of the banter, but you can't take the banter out of Sporting, caralho.
And you got to think
This is
that
the DNA of this
they might
club.
not ever get this opportunity again. I mean, these opportunities don't
Not
come
for a
around
long
ever.
time.
That
Not for
manager
a
is
long time.
Gonzo like Alonso.
Same with every single attacking option they have, probably.
Yeah.
Possibly the outside back as well, possibly the
Yeah.
center mid.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of
This was it. The last like 2 or 3 years was their chance to maybe do something in
they're
Europe.
doing
and they've
it,
done
bro,
nothing.
and they're doing it.
They're doing something. It's just not what they're cooking dishes you really wish you'd be sending back. Like, look, what the hell is this? Like,
Yeah.
like I asked for a steak and you sent me chicken McNuggets. What is this? Like, I'm not asking for the world here. I'm asking for something. Yeah, it just feels like the last like 3-4 years, this was their chance to finally maybe do something in Europe and not be a total embarrassment. And they have proven otherwise, that they're like, no, let me give you secret option number 3, which is what if we were an embarrassment in Europe and we didn't do anything?
It'll be one of those seasons where it's like, oh, what if?
There's going to be a lot of this. Like I said, last season, still
Like last
like
season.
even though we won the double, it still felt like there was some what ifs on the table. And if we didn't win anything last season, there would have been a lot of what ifs, a lot more than what we had.
Bro, the what
This
if,
season's
what if-
starting to feel like the what ifs.
this is our Champions League what if. Our Europa League what if was when 27. Obviously, I mean the final we lost, but
It's the Atletico one.
Atletico
George
2017-18, bro. We played so well, lost 2-0. And
won the game at home
still
too.
almost fucking. It was 1-0 and almost tied it so many times to make it 2-0. And then Atletico went on to win the competition. So what if?
That's a big. Those are the you could go to Bilbao 2012 even. What if they play great over 2 legs, but the away leg kills them. This is going to be the Champions League what if for sure. This was their chance to maybe make a run, and again, just a big what if. I even say last year was a big what if because what if Amorim stays? They were flying with Amorim, right? And then you got João Pereira come in, thrown to the wolves, unfortunately, and they have this monumental collapse in the Champions League. They have a monumental collapse domestically, where they really were very fortunate to win the league, all things considered. With 2 manager, no team wins the league with 2 manager changes mid-season like that. Like that was a miracle almost in on itself. But there's still a lot of what ifs from last season. This feels like a big what if. This game right here. It stinks. Everything stinks. But you know what? It's okay because at the end we all fucking die and none of this matters. Because it's just football, lads.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. That's cope. That's not crazy. That's cope.
That's copium.
Listen. You want to know one more what if before we move on to the predictions?
Yeah.
What if
Roberto
Martinez takes over Sporting?
I don't want to know.
Currently second in the Primera Liga.
So
they have Jeremiah.
Well, finally.
So
they got him.
They got him.
This is in 2030. So who says, João Simões is still on the team? I just bought Diomande for Liverpool. I'm at Liverpool.
Copa Coins Ready exists on this team?
Really?
Ready still exists. Look who they got as striker, bro.
No.
Bobby Silva, bro.
Hell yeah.
Holy.
This guy has 0 starts, 8 appearances off the bench, 0 goals, 0 assists.
Great. 0-0-0 stat line.
Damn, this game's really realistic.
Only in Football Manager could you do this.
Yeah, facts. Anyways, what if Fresned is still on the team?
Hell yeah, dude.
You have the O Professor, Felicísimos there.
Yeah, Felicísimos on the
Professor.
bench.
You still have
the fucking Denzel Dumfries.
Somehow on this team.
And Maxi
I'm just bewildered that Copa Coin
Mateta.
is the most bewildering
Is he still
player on that team.
He's on loan?
Who, Coindretti, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the most bewildering thing is
that's the funny. I still can't even see him. How do you see him?
Go up.
Oh, there he is.
Right there.
He starts, dude.
Right there he starts, dude.
29.
Baller, dude.
Oh, just one start.
One start.
This guy is no longer French, bro. He plays for Djibouti.
I was gonna say he has dual nationality. I thought it was Central African Republic. It's
I thought it was Central African Republic too.
Let me just see one more thing here.
Mangush. You want to see where Ricardo Mangush is?
Angola national.
Angola. 20 caps for Angola.
20 caps for Angola.
With a goal?
Let's go.
Go on, lad.
Dude, go on, lad.
Go on, pal.
Anyways.
We'll get to predictions real quick. Thank you. We need to do an FM save on this channel at some point.
Buddy, I would love that.
Just crazy work. Let me find where the tab I even want to go to. Give me a second here. Good Lord. Predictions. So we'll go to the Portugal game for the toss-up. None of us got the win. Or actually...
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did. Danny got 2 points. Sorry, Danny. Because you were the only one who had us winning. You had the Suarez goal. I had the Suarez goal.
Brings me closer.
Yeah. You are inching closer. I'll have to update the table again after.
I need an extra point up there, huh?
I'm gonna put it up there. Let me go through the rest of the predictions.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm gonna put it up there. I'm a man of my word. I'm an honest man. It's an honest mistake. Braga, Chris had a 1-0 win. Danny, you had a goal. You had two
bro,
goals
I thought I was feeling myself, bro. I thought maybe
you were almost really feeling you were like 15 seconds away from really feeling yourself.
Yeah.
I had a goal scorer. Sam had a goal scorer, so that's all we were. And then We put up a stat line today of 0-0-0-0 in the Bodo Glimt game. Not
So-
one of us.
On
Damn,
the 3-1,
bro.
I meant Bodo to win, by the way.
Yeah.
Ignore the goal scores, though.
So Danny, you're 10 points behind right now. With your reward
Champions League football.
extra awarded point from the Portuguese game. My
Portuguese.
mistake. So you're 10 points behind. Sam's at 57. Chris, you're there.
I'm
Not
there.
much to say. You're in the table. What am I supposed to say?
I'm on the table, bro. There,
He's on the table.
Nah, you're still there, bro.
Chris is putting up his
This is-
AVS.
This is MLS, bro. There's no relegation.
This is
AVS,
Chris is putting
yeah.
up his AVS sod game today or this season. That's what he's doing. So that's where we have to play for. Our next game is Bodo at home because we have the week off. So Danny, I'll let you start. What are you predicting and why?
5-0 win.
You're crazy. All right, let me get your goal scorers.
I don't want to.
Why'd you do this then? It's your own fault.
Own goal.
Great choice. Okay, we almost scored on ourselves today. I would have turned off my TV at that point.
Okay, I thought the third goal was Nuno Sancho banging it into his own
Yeah.
goal.
Own goal.
Own goal. Suarez brace.
Okay. You need
Fortis is coming from the dead because it's
Okay.
Easter. So out of respect for Jesus Christ and Jenny.
all right, Chris.
It's on a list of things that won't happen.
Yeah, what are you putting and why?
3-1 Bodo.
Oh,
Damn.
you're going for really bad. All right, what's your one goal score?
Own goal.
All
I
right,
like that.
I'm gonna go for the most painful result possible.
2-0
2-0
nothing.
just to give us hope.
I like that.
They're gonna give us hope, and we're gonna be so mad. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Suarez and Trincao, just for the ultimate piss you off experience. That's where we stand right now. And then we don't have any domestic games this week. Our next one is Tondela. We can predict the Tondela one now. We can wait till closer to the day, but
Yeah, we'll probably pod next week.
we'll probably be on next week, possibly post game. When do we play next week? Wednesday?
Tuesday, probably.
Tuesday.
Pod. Yeah, we should be able to pod Tuesday. If I can't go, you
Tuesday,
guys go.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, today's Wednesday. Yeah, so we'll be playing
Today's
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll probably be live next
Also,
week.
while we were live,
shit.
the futsal team lost in the Taça-Liga quarterfinal and got eliminated.
Oh, that's crazy work considering
The
the job they
ladies
did.
lost in the Taça-Liga
Mm.
semifinal today in penalties.
In embarrassing.
So
Lost
today
every
we just
penalty.
suck, eh?
It was a
And
rough day to be a
Sporting
Sporting
lost to Bodo
Wow.
win today. But we'll
Futsal-
always have that second leg
against
at the
Benfica.
lose in the futsal Champions League quarterfinals.
We'll always have that second leg
We'll
against
always have
Benfica.
that.
We'll always have that, and that's all that matters.
Probably the last good thing that happened in the past 10 days. I guess the
honestly,
Porto, yeah, but the Porto
Yeah.
was probably 10 days ago or more.
that Porto game feels like a lifetime ago now. Do we have anything else, news and notes? Like we mentioned elections are coming up. I saw some people on Reddit in Canada just got their ballots in,
I haven't got
Sick.
mine yet.
and it arrived after the send back date.
Hey, but I mean,
They got it.
3 days before the election. I mean, that's pretty good
Yeah,
for them, bro.
This
That,
was
might be
yesterday,
a
the day before.
record.
I saw it. They're like, I got my ballot, but it's 2 days. It's too late to send it back, like for the send back date. So I'm still gonna miss. It's still not worth anything. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So some people have got their ballot, but not all. Yeah, we have an election. We'll see what happens there. We'll keep an eye on that as things happen. But if nothing else, this has been your group therapy session here at All Things Alvalade. He has been Chris Oliveira. You can follow him there at the Big Chris 69. He has been Danny Saldana. You can follow him at SCP Danny _. Sam Fonseca could not be here. You can follow him at Sam Fonseca with 2 A's at the end there. You can follow me, Richard _Nevis7 or Nevs, depending on your flight of fancy. Most importantly, follow All Things Alvalade, AT Alvalade on the social medias. Mostly X is where we post. Thank you all for watching. This has been your group therapy session. We'll be back next week for part 2 of group therapy, probably. Good night and peace.